Let's go. Yeah.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the third installment of the Mindful Minute Dream Series. My name is Alicia, and I have with us today Catherine Herzog, who is the co-founder of a very fun nonprofit, Sun&Sole. Hi, Catherine. How are you today?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. I'm very excited.
And thank you for being here. Let's start with you telling us a little bit about Sun&Sole and how it came to be.
Sure. Sun&Sole is a girls' outdoor empowerment program, and it focuses on the social, emotional, and physical development of adolescent girls between 5th and 7th grade. And we go on different exploratory hikes. So our hikes have different there's a program involved, and we have arts and crafts involved. We have a theme and a number of different guided conversations focused off of our theme with different issues that young girls might face. And our hope is to help our young girls feel empowered and confident and create lasting friendships and get outside, get your body moving.
Awesome. I mean, that is so needed in a world that's so centered on technology and, Facebook and social media, just the incentive to get outside and also a confidence boost for our young ladies. What was the process you took to make Sun&Sole happen from like a brainchild to like a real thing?
Sure. So there were a couple of different thoughts that went into a number of different thoughts. So for one, I'm a runner and I really enjoy running. It is my escape. It is my therapy. It is my sanctuary. It is everything that makes me calm and clear. And I've typically done like my half marathons and my marathon races during difficult times in my life. And during these races, or during the prep and the races, it's occurred to me that one, it makes me feel really calm, and two, it pushes past that little voice in your head that tells you to stop or tells you you can't do it. And it got me thinking, I wonder if we got kiddos out and moving, could they then work past that little voice? And whether it's saying no to peer pressure or just following along with the cool crowd or just feeling that confidence of I got up this huge hill. So first I wanted it to be a run club. And then in talking with my partner at Sun&Sole, Michelle Christophic, we started talking about what this could look like. And there's a lot of run clubs and some kids feel intimidated by running, and we wanted to make sure that everyone could be included here. So hiking seemed like a fun thing. There's different paces, and it doesn't seem quite as intimidating or overwhelming. And the payoff is immediate and it's wonderful. You either get to the top of that hill or you see this amazing view or you look back and see how much you've just done. And our hope here was, again, to help with this confidence, to be your own person, to be independent. And then, of course, just being healthy.
I love how you and your program is aimed towards just helping kids getting over hurdles and that voice in their head, right? That's saying you can't do it or this or that. What advice do you have for us adults? Can we get over that voice?
That's a really great question. And I think it could almost be more difficult for adults because we're supposed to be confident and we're supposed to know everything and have a better idea of how everything looks. Or at least that's what society tells us to, that we should have a better idea of what's going on around us. I think what's worked well for me is fake it till you make it. You just keep trying. Most of the time we don't know what these things are, so you just try as hard as you can. I fully believe that if you are passionate about it and you believe that's the right good thing to do, you will have people support you. And yeah, some people might not think it's a great idea, or some people might say, I'm not so sure this is for you. That's okay. Thank goodness we all have different opinions. It makes the world go round. This works for me and I'm going to keep trying. And again, as long as it's safe and you're passionate about it and it's good for you and hopefully good for the world. And I think also it's being able to get feedback. I think feedback is a really important thing because it's so easy for us to walk out our front door and have a million things in our head about, am I good enough? Am I smart enough? Am I tall enough? Am I okay for this? So many different voices in our head, so many things that are telling us what we cannot do. When you get feedback, it's pretty clear. Catherine, you're doing a great job in this area. Maybe you want to focus on this area, and doing it with friends, doing it with colleagues, doing, so there's a professional aspect of it, but also just with friends. After every Sun&Sole hike, my partner and I sit down and we talk about what went well and what we have done differently, and it makes it tangible so it can fight these voices, so we can actually focus on the areas that we need to develop and remember the things that we did really, really great, and that's be proud of those things. I think also we need to, in being humble, we can sometimes forget about being really proud of the things we do well. Talk about it, share it. People love to celebrate with us, and just not forgetting that.
Yeah. So have you always thought of yourself as a social entrepreneur?
Oh, whoa, no, I haven't. I haven't even thought of myself about that till just now when you just said that.
But that's exactly what you are, right? In being the founder of this program.
Yeah. No, I haven't. And in fact, so I've worked in entertainment before moving over into nonprofit, but nonprofit's always been a huge part of my life, and again, specifically with kids. And for probably over 15 years, I've worked with kids in a number of different capacities. And I've had people say you should start your own nonprofit. And I'd always say, absolutely not. There's no way. Not for me. Not my thing. And yet here I am. So I think it's so important to be open-minded and see where the world takes you and create what's not there if you're passionate about it and if you think there's a need. In whatever way, shape, or form that looks. It doesn't have to be nonprofit, but just whatever suits you best.
Great. So can you tell us a little bit about any challenges, either internal challenges or external challenges that you faced throughout your Sun&Sole journey?
Sure. We're really fortunate to have a lot of support, but there's certainly those people that just don't really see it, or you just get blank stares after you tell them what we're doing. And financially, there's a bit of a stretch there. Michelle and I both work full-time jobs, and we're doing this as kind of our, what we're calling our passion project, but really we hope to continue to create and grow this. So it's time, it's money, it's people, it's network. There are so many things that we can look at as hurdles, and I think seeing them as opportunities, which sounds so cliche, but really it is. There's just ways to make those hurdles look more like opportunities. And then just also life happens, right? And I mean, before Sun&Sole, there's a lot of things that hit us, and everyone's going through their own journey. And I think not ever forgetting that we all have something going on, and it's okay to take a step back sometimes and not bite off more than we can chew, which is something I'm not very good at. I mean, just regular with chewing and eating, but also with this because there's so much excitement. There's so many different ideas and directions this can go, and we get such great ideas from our supporters and Sun&Sole families and friends. It's really easy to decide that we want to do everything at once and be able to really focus. So maybe that's making a timeline, or maybe it's chatting with other people and saying, here's what we're thinking, what are your thoughts? And collaborate, make this a community thing, because we can't do it alone. So with any hurdle, reach out to your network and your community. I think you'd be awfully surprised to see what's possible.
Yeah. Well, that's it, Catherine. That is my time. Again, thank you so much for your time and your wisdom and your story.
Thank you. Thanks for letting me join you.
Well, if you want to know more information about Sun&Sole, you will find the link to the website in the comments section. Please join me next week for our very last installment of the Mindful Minute Dream Series. See you next time.
Oh.